Good morning, all of you. Welcome to the EPCS third session. In the previous two sessions, we have seen the introduction to EPCS course in our university. And in my previous class, I have dealt with Unit 1 from our Objective PET material. Now, we are moving to Unit 2. From this Objective PET, we are doing the exercises and we are working on various units and various topics. And today in Unit 2, we are going to see the three major topics. In the grammar, we are going to work on enjoy, want, and would like. And in the vocabulary part, we are going to see certain terms that we use for description, describing people and their personalities. And we are also going to see certain expressions of invitations. How do we invite people? And when somebody invites us, how do we respond to the invitations? Whether we agree, that is, accept the invitation or refuse the invitation, and how to tell such expressions freely, politely. And the revision exercise is dealing with the usage of have got. Now, let's move on. Look at this 6 newly joined students in a university. They are marked with A, B, C, D, E, F. Their names are not given, but their age is given, their department is given in the college website. Now, you can see the faces of these 6 students, and can you describe these people? Physical description I am asking. Let us see how many are men and how many are women. And from the male, that is men, who is fair, who is dark, and who has got broad forehead, who has got bushy eyebrows, and who has got short hair, who has got long hair, whose nose is long, whose nose is short, whose lips are wide, whose mouth is small. Look at how many terms that I am using to pose several questions. These are all various terms, various adjectives that we are using, various nouns that we are using to describe these people. Look at the women in this picture. Who is fair, who is dark, and whose hair is black, that is dark hair, fair hair, short hair, curly hair, straight hair, like these many terms that we can use to describe each person. And we'll go to the details later. And now, look at, first find out what are the names of these 6 members. Now, listen to 2 conversations that 4 of these people, 6 people, are talking over phone. Listen to those 2 conversations and identify who are those 4 people engaged in those 2 conversations. You will have 2 people that you do not know anything about them and they are not engaged in those 4 conversations. Now, the names of these 6 members are given here. Anastasia, Julia, Kurt, Mandana, Mike, and Stephen. Now you listen to the 2 conversations and write the names of these people as per the conversations and mention and find out who are those 2 people do not involve in the phone conversation.
Unit 2. Introduction. Exercise 2.
Hello, Mandana?
Yes, is that Stefan?
Yes, I'm meeting you this afternoon. What do you look like?
Oh, well, I've got short dark hair and dark eyes. I'm average height. What about you?
Right, I'm not very tall, but I'm broad-shouldered and I've got blue eyes. My hair is fair and it's quite short and curly.
Hi, Mike. This is Julia. I'm meeting you at the coach station tomorrow.
Oh, right. What do you look like?
Well, I'm slim and I've got fair hair. It's wavy and shoulder length. I've got green eyes. And you?
I'm tall, with short dark hair, and I've got a moustache.
Okay. See you tomorrow.
Now, look at the expressions that you have listened to in the audio. What expressions do we use while describing the people? I've got brown eyes. I've got. Here, observe this. This I, we. This is the contrasted form of have. In our conversational English or day-to-day English, these contracted forms are very important. I'm, I'll, I would. He plus apostrophe s, here he apostrophe s. That may stands for he is or he has, and that would be decided by he is a doctor, and that a doctor is a noun that we have used, and that's why we make it as he is a doctor. And he a car, he has a car. So meaningfully that we can expand the contracted forms. Now, I have got brown eyes. Have got is the expression that we use while describing the people. When we are talking about their physical appearance, physical features, we say, I have got long hair, I have got short hair, I haven't got any mustache, I haven't got any beard. So in such a way, have got, haven't got are the expressions we use. Now, the next one, she hasn't got long hair. I have got positive, she hasn't got. I have, she has. In the last unit, we have seen simple present tense, where to use have, where to use has, that you please recall. She hasn't got long hair. Have you got a fair hair? Have you got a fair hair? You is a subject. Have you observed these three expressions? What we have seen in the previous unit, positive, negative, interrogative. I have got, she hasn't got, have you got. Affirmative sentence, negative sentence, and interrogative sentence. She is short and slim with short hair. Here it is, she is short. Now, copper spot, choose the correct word. Copper spot is the correct use of places meaningfully. She is long, she is tall, she is high and slim. She is long and slim, she is tall and slim, she is high and slim. Which is the correct word that we use while describing a woman? She is long and slim. Long is generally used, it's a long road, long river, but not for he is long. He is tall is the right word. And we should not say high is an abstract term. and we should not say he is high or she is high. And here tall is correct and long high we should not use. Next, he has got short fair hair or hairs. He has got short hair, he has got fair hair, but hairs is the plural form we should not use. Fair hair. And then move on to the next one. Here we are having the website of the university where the students, the 6 members and many other students would post their notices. If the student requires something, if the student has certain interests, if the student is looking for some people to accompany, and all their requirements that they post as notices in the websites. Here we are going to see one such website postings. Here students have posted their notices under 3 headings. One is travel, accommodation and contacts. Now we are going to see 6 such postings. This is actually a reading exercise for you. You need to read the notices or the postings of the students in the websites, and you will understand, you will try to understand those postings and categorize them, and you need to read deeply to understand the specific and particular information from those passages. Now, the first one is given to you as example. Look at this. Hi, I am a medical student and I work in London on Sundays. I need a lift. I start work at 7:30 and I must not be late, but I haven't got transport. I am happy to share the cost of petrol. I like rock music and computer games. Text or phone 07777531245 anytime. Elena. Here, the person who has posted this is Elena. And this Elena has posted this message. What is that she is looking for? She has given us the information that she is working in London. Is she a full-time worker? No. On Sundays only. And she is a medical student. Work in London on Sundays. I need a lift. I need a lift. She has to go to London to work on Sundays, and from the university that she requires a lift. And I start work at 7:30. It meant that she has to reach London by 7:30 and I must not be late. So that shows, that indicates that the person who gives a lift should not go casually. But I haven't got transport. That's why she requires a lift. I am happy to share the cost of petrol. For the service she requires, she is ready to pay in terms of sharing the cost of petrol. I like rock music and computer games. Her hobbies have also been explained. Now, in this posting requirement, let us see those 3: travel, accommodation, contacts. Is she looking for contact? Though she has given her contact number here, but it doesn't mean that she needs some friends or she is looking for contacts of the people. And she does not require accommodation in London. She goes there and she works. She comes back. And now what is that? She requires a transport facility. And she is ready to share the cost of petrol. And this posting comes under the category of travel. Now, let us see the postings of the students and categorize them and understand, try to read them quickly and categorize them into travel, accommodation or contacts. As it is a video, if it is visible, I'll be happy if you can read from the screen. And for your convenience, now I am reading and you listen to and try to categorize it on your own. The second posting, are you self-confident? Do you like meeting new people? I want to go to Australia in the summer and work there, then visit some other countries. I like doing gymnastics and playing basketball, and I enjoy dancing. Do you want to come with me? Email adrianab23@newnet.com. When short messages have been given to you like this, you read quickly to understand its gist, the meaning. And at the same time, you are expected to read it thoroughly. And that's why all the important details that you should be able to underline. And please see this once again. Are you self-confident? This notice has started with posing a question. Do you like meeting new people? I want to go to Australia. I want to go to some place in the summer and work there. Then visit some other countries. I like doing gymnastics and playing basketball, and I enjoy dancing. What is that this person requires? Now, look at this. This person is also expecting somebody to travel, and the traveling interest of this person, that is Adrian, has been mentioned here, and the number has been given here. Now, this comes under the category of travel, accommodation and contact. Among these three, this comes under the category of accommodation. And the next one is the fourth one. Now I'll read it for you. Does anyone have friends in Portugal or Brazil? I am a modern languages student and I want to have an email pen friend who speaks Portuguese. I like swimming and pop music. I am not a serious person. I like going clubbing with my friends. Write to Henry happyfoot@newnet.com. Here, look at this. Anyone have friends in Portugal or Brazil? Am I going to Portugal or Brazil? No. That I want to contact them. Have an email pen friend is the key word here, who speaks Portuguese. So, this person is a modern languages student who would like to learn the language from the native speakers of Portugal or Brazil, and that's why this person is asking for contacts. Okay, now the fifth one. My name is Sandra. I am hardworking and I want lots of adventures in my life. I like jazz and pop music. I would like to run my own business when I leave college. I drive to London and back every Sunday to see my boyfriend. Would you like a lift? Share cost of petrol. And the number has been given. It seems to be connecting to some other person whose notice that we have read earlier. Look at this, that she is going to London to meet her boyfriend. And that's why she has posted this, that somebody should come with her, and if those people are ready to bear the cost of petrol, that they can join. So this is something that we connect to the first person. So her music, I drive to London and back to boyfriend. Would you like a lift? Share cost of petrol. Adventures in my life is something what she has mentioned. I like jazz and pop music. Her tastes have been given here. And somebody should share the cost of petrol, which has also been mentioned. So this come under, once again, travel. Moving from university to London and coming back. Okay, the last one in the website postings. I have got a small house near the campus and I want to share it with one other person. You must be a non-smoker and tidy. I like playing chess and listening to classical music. I am a final year physics student. Come and see the room on Saturday morning. Maggie, 142 Bennett Road, behind the science faculty building. So address has been mentioned and her tastes have also been mentioned and what is that she is looking for now. Look at in detail now observe. I have got a small house. I have got a small house. Already she is accommodated near the campus and I want to share it with one other person. Only one can be accommodated. You must be a non-smoker. The conditions have also been mentioned here and you need to be tidy. And her hobbies have also been mentioned. I like playing chess and listening to classical music. Previously, we have seen somebody likes pop music, jazz, and other things. I am final year physics students. Come and see the room, and the schedule has also been given that she can be available on Saturday mornings only. So, in such a way, clear information, brief information, and their purpose has been conveyed are clearly to the people, and this is the communication skill. The written paragraph has successfully conveyed their thoughts. Now, this comes under accommodation. Accommodation required, accommodation offered. Travel facility required, travel facility offered. And similarly, the contacts that they want to meet new people. So, this is one reading activity for overall understanding of the notices. Now, let us go deep into the same paragraphs for more detailed information. Here, this task will make you do so. We have got 6 messages. These are those 6 people. Elena, Adrian, Carola, Henry, Sandra, Maggie. These are the 6 people whose postings that we have read just now. You have got some 7 requirements. That is, you need to find out who are those people, knows what job he or she wants in the future. Among those 6, who knows what job he or she wants in future? Who has a part-time job now? Who offers to pay for something? Who wants to go another part of the world? Who wants to find somewhere to live? Who enjoys sport? Who likes quiet hobbies? So, this type of task sheet will enable you go back to those notices again and read them deeply to confirm whether this person belongs to this category or not, or this category or not, this category or not. So, this reading skill, this is what we can say skimming and scanning of information from the reading text. Now, I will show you an example of how to deal with this task. Let us see the first one. Elena has given us her notice in the web post. And I am a medical student and I work in London. On Sundays, I need a lift. Who knows what job he or she wants in future? I am a medical student. Already that she is working on Sundays. And who has a part-time job now? She has got the part-time job. She knows what is that she is going to do in future. And I start work at 7:30 and I must not be late, but I haven't got transport. I am happy to share the cost of petrol. Who offers to pay something? I am ready to bear the cost of petrol. And this is what she has mentioned. So, the cost of petrol. I like rock music and computer games. So, in this way, our locating of information will help us to understand this information better and to be able to complete this task correctly. And try to do the same the remaining 5 members in your workbook, Objective PET. Now, this is the actual answer for this, what I have shown you earlier. And who offers to pay something? One person is ready to pay the cost of petrol, share the cost of petrol, and one person is ready to pay for the accommodation. That is like that. And who knows what job? Sandra has also knows what job that she is expecting in future. So in this way, that 6 texts that you need to skim, and you have to identify the correct information to fill this table. Okay, let's move on to the next one. It is very interesting quiz for you. All of you, be ready with a small piece of paper. I am going to show you certain very interesting questions. You are going to know something about you. Generally, we say, what kind of person are you? And obviously, everybody of us crazy, fancy answer is, I am a friendly person. Sometimes we say, I have 2 friends who are very dear to me, very close to me from my childhood, and that's why I am a friendly person. But please don't say that you have only 1 or 2 friends very close to you and that's why you are a friendly person. That friendliness is something you share, that is, you feel free with everybody and everybody would feel free with you to approach you, to contact you, to talk to you, to seek some help from you, or to offer some help to you, whatever it might be. People should not hesitate to come to you. Readily they should approach you only when you show certain attitude towards others. And such people are friendly people. Now, let us see, let us try to know ourselves. This is a personal quiz. We are going to know about ourselves, what kind of person are we. Now, I am going to give you some 8 questions, multiple choice questions. Just you need to remember or you need to write down which option is your choice for these questions. And this quiz is for knowing what kind of person are you. And now, let us start with our first question. What kind of music do you like? Pop music, jazz music, classical music. If your answer is A, you just write 1A or 1B or 1C. What is your choice? Please make a note. Finally, the result would come at the end of this quiz and you can compare the result to yourself, to your answers. Okay, now I move to the next question. The second question is, do you like studying? Answer A, no. B, some subjects. C, yes. Try to be true to yourself. Give the answer or choose the answer that you feel correct for yourself. What is that your heart says to you? That your real thought. Third question. Okay, shall I go back to second one? Just you need to note down. You need not write this. You just say second, A or B or C. Only that letter you note down. Let's move on to the third one. Would you like to travel around the world? Would you like to travel around the world? A, yes, with my friends. Yes, alone. No, I wouldn't. You may have several different answers, but here we give 3 answers to you and choose one from these 3. Yes, with friends to go around the world, or alone, I want to go alone around the world, or no, I don't want to go anywhere. Fourth one. You are free this evening. What do you want to do? You are free this evening. What do you want to do? Option A, go clubbing. B, go to the cinema. C, stay at home and read. Go clubbing in the sense meeting the people. Clubs are the people where the people of similar interest would gather and take part in certain activities. Go clubbing, go to the cinema, or stay at home and read. Choose your answer for question 4. Now question 5. You want to find a new hobby. What would you like to learn? So some new pastime activity that you would like to try, and what would be that? A, to ride a horse. B, to paint, or to make bread. So it is trying on recipes or any of the art, painting, drawing or something, or to move physically out and do something. So choose your answer for question 5. Now move on to question 6. You would like to celebrate your birthday. Obviously, every one of us. What would you like to do on your birthday bash? Now, look at options. A, I would like to have a big party on the beach. I would like to try a new restaurant for food. And I invite some friends to dinner. So, what is your choice on your birthday? How would you like to celebrate? Next, 7th question. Who would you like to meet? Who would you like to meet? That's your dream, your wish. A famous singer, a famous politician, a famous writer. The last question of this quiz is, how many phone calls do you make every day? Very, very apt question to you. And this question is not about how much time you are spending by using your mobile phone, just how many phone calls you make to contact the people. A, at least 20. B, between 2 and 10. C, perhaps 1 or 2. Choose your option A, B, C. Now, for these 8 questions, you have got your options. You please count how many A's are there in your choice, how many B's, option B's are there in these 8 questions, and how many C's are chosen as your answer. Please make a small count. And among those 3, A, B, C, which one is higher? Our choice A is, that is more than B and C, or B is more than A and C, or C is more than A and B. Okay, are you ready with your answers? Are you ready with your analysis? Which option has come more times in your choice? Now, let us ready to check your result. This is the result of the quiz. If it is visible, it's okay. Otherwise, I'll read it for you. Quiz results. Those who have got more A's, you have got one description. Those who have got more B's, you have got another description. Those who have got more C's, you have got a different description. Now, let us see for the first category who has got mainly A's. A's are dominant more than remaining. Yes, you think life is fun. You are never serious. You are confident and you have lots of friends. This is the description based on the choices you made for those 8 questions. Please think of honestly whether this description suits you or not. Next, those who have got mainly B's. You are independent. You like new experiences and ideas. You enjoy meeting new people. You wouldn't like to stay in one place all your life. That is for those who have got more B's in your answers. Next, for those who have got more C's, you like a quiet life. Perhaps you are rather shy. You don't want a lot of adventures. You would like to have an interesting job. So, this is for C's. No, sir, I do not have any one category dominant, that all the 3 are almost equal in my choices. Almost for 3, 3, 3, 9 questions, or 3, 3, 2, if you have got this type of conclusion for A, B and C, you have got a different conclusion. A mix of A's, B's and C's, for those people, you are a happy mix. Your life is a combination of all. And now you think honestly and connect to these conclusions, and as per our previous classroom interactions with the students, they did not disagree with these conclusions. I hope that you too will agree these conclusions about yourself. What kind of person are you? Have you enjoyed the quiz? Now, let us move to the next topic. That is, you need to make a statement about yourself. I am dash person. Fill this gap with a suitable word that rightly describes you. Here, while you are writing this filling of this gap, I am plus an article plus an adjective, a descriptive word, and the term person, a noun. I am an independent person. I am a friendly person. I am independent. I am friendly. I am serious. If you use person, you say, I am a happy person. And if you don't want to use any of the term person, if you want to close the sentence here, I am serious. I am adventurous. I am independent. There you need not use any article. Here the sentence structure and grammar element is also important. I am a happy person. I am happy. I am serious. I am a serious person. So, in such a way that we frame the sentence. Now, please use meaningful term, that is suitable term for yourself. Here, we are giving you a long list of descriptive words. And I told you that in this unit, we are going to learn the terms, the vocabulary terms for describing the people. And I am inventive, I am thoughtful, I am practical, I am proactive, I am productive, I am a professional, I am balanced, I am knowledgeable, I am consistent, I am a devoted person, I am candid, I am industrious. The meanings have also been given, and this would be shared with you in the Zoom classes. And not only at one list, and we have got another list, that more descriptive words for your convenience. You can check which word or which expression fits to your attitude, fits to your personality, that those words that you can select and you can use them to describe your personality. Now please look at this grammar spot. Here we are going to learn the use of certain very frequent words, the correct use of these frequent words in the sentences. They are like, enjoy, want, would like, and have got. These 5 words, how to use these 5 words correctly. Generally, we express our wish, our likes, our dislikes, our pleasures, everything. And when we are using these terms, are we using these terms and the associated words correctly in the sentences or not? Now, look at it. The same words like, enjoy, want, would like. These are given as 2 categories. We like, we enjoy. These 2 words as one category, and want and would like is another category. Now, what is that we are going to see? Look at the quiz and fill the spaces with to go or going. Going or to go are the 2 terms. Here, to go means it is 2 plus V1, we call this as to infinitive. And here going is go, verb plus ing as a participle. And these 2 cannot be used interchangeably. You have to use them correctly as per the verb that we are using in the sentences. When we use we like to go to the cinema or going to the cinema. So, what is to be written in blank A and blank B? We enjoy to go out with our friends, or we enjoy going out with our friends. Okay, now let us see what are the answers for this. We like going to the cinema. We like to go to the cinema is wrong. After like, you should not use to infinitive. You have to use participle. And we enjoy going out with our friends. So, here the rule is that after like and enjoy, we use the verb in ing form. And look at the second set of words. She wants a holiday. I want a book. I want a pen. And here, if it is a noun, I want a holiday. She wants a holiday. No problem. But when we use any action verb next to want, is it to infinitive or is it participle? Look at this. She wants to go to the cinema or she wants going to the cinema. We need to check and look at the answer. She wants to go to the cinema and she would like to go horse riding. And going horse riding is wrong here, to go. So here for this set, for want and would like, we use to infinitive. This is one simple grammar rule that we have to remember for making our expressions correct. And now look at how to correct sentences. Here is certain invitations, certain proposals, certain suggestions, and the response to those invitations. Look at the first one is done for you. Waiter and a woman conversation. Good morning. What would you like to order? salad for me please and a steak for Tiddles. What would you like? Would like to order. To order is 2 plus V1. And after would like, we use to infinitive. The next one, boy and a girl conversation. Dash Sophie dash a book for her birthday. I think CD is a better present for her because she dash pop music. And what are the words that you need to use here? You have to use the words like, would like, or have got. Use these three words in their correct form. It may be like, or likes, or would like, or don't like, any fun. So in such a way, meaningfully, you place them correctly in these gaps. Now please check your answer. Would Sophie like a book for her birthday? I think a CD is a better present for her because she likes pop music. She is a third person singular, that's why likes. And would Sophie like a book? I would like and would they like in such a way. Now look at the third one. C. Boy and a girl conversation. How many brothers and sisters dash you dash? 3 sisters, but I dash brothers. Meaningfully, 3 sisters, but means this gives you some meaning, and we commonsensically think that there is something opposite to it, adverse. Now, what is the answer here? How many brothers and sisters? Please observe. How many brothers and sisters have you got? It is an interrogative sentence. That's why before the subject we use helping verb. Have you got? What is the answer? 3 sisters, but I haven't got. So have you got? I haven't got. I haven't got any brothers. Now, D, the third one, the conversation between girl and boy. Dash your dad, dash jazz music. So what you need to use? Like or would like or have got. Which one? Oh yes, he dash 200 CDs. Does your dad like jazz music? So like is the verb used here, but this is an interrogative sentence. That's why before the subject we use the helping verb. Does she like? Do you play? Does he play? In such a way, does your dad like jazz music? Oh yes, he has got 200. So have got, I have got, he has got. E, boy and a girl conversation again. What dash you dash doing on holidays? Doing, this might have given you some clue. For which words we use ing form, for which words we use to infinitive form. What do you like doing? After like and enjoy we use ing form. And oh, I like swimming in the sea. What do you like? What do you like to have for breakfast? I like idlis. I like dosa. In such a way that we need to give responses. Communication in the suitable forms. Now, another conversation between a boy and a girl. Dash you dash to come to the zoo with me this weekend. It is a proposal. Would you like to come to the zoo with me this weekend? No, thank you. I don't like seeing animals in cages. I like seeing animals in cages. I don't like seeing animals in cages. Meaningfully, no thanks means that I am not ready to come to the zoo with you because that her attitude, her feelings that she has expressed. In a negative sentence, I don't like seeing. And after like, we use ing form. The next one, the conversation between mom and daughter, girl. I dash to meet your boyfriend. You can easily fill this gap, I think. So here the clue is to meet, to infinitive. To infinitive is generally used as per our rule discussed earlier is after want or after would like. I would like to meet your boyfriend or I want to meet your boyfriend. So generally the tone may be serious or tone may be very polite or decent. So what is the answer? I would like to meet your boyfriend. Girl's response, oh, he is very busy. He dash going sailing at weekends, so he studies hard all weeks. So, what is the blank? How to fill this blank? Oh, he is very busy. He likes going sailing at weekends. Going, ing form. After like and enjoy, we use verb in ing form. The conversation between girl and shop assistant. I dash to buy some running shoes. To buy. What is the word? You can guess easily. I would like to buy or I want to buy. What have you got? What have you got? What do you have is our Indian expression. What do you have? What have you got is the correct expression. Sorry, we haven't got any. What have you got? We haven't got. Response is also in the same structure. We haven't got any. We only sell football boots. Okay, now this is the next session that we will practice the exam folder in the next session. Thank you.